What is up, Ivy Leaguers? Another great day here. I'm in the school parking lot chilling. Might as well be, right? But I thought I'd give you some solid information about sports. We got some big stuff coming this weekend, but we will get to that at the end of the episode. First things first, we got to recap what an awesome weekend of college football we had. I mean, let's look at this schematically. We had Alabama versus Missouri, which was a showdown in the zoo. We had Indiana versus Oregon, another big-time showdown. We had Penn State fall again. And then we had Texas. Texas is back all the way. By the way, they look like someone good. Which all season, they have not looked good at all. They have looked abysmal. So let's jump right in, guys, shall we? So, first things first, let's cover Bama, Missouri, all right? This was a showdown in the zoo. If we look at this game has major SEC and playoff implications. Missouri was one of the few undefeated teams left going into last weekend. Playing at home, they had the second longest active home streak. But we have to look at this where Alabama is very good at ending streaks like that. They ended it at Georgia earlier in the year, and now they're going to end it at Missouri. Alabama pulled off a win, which, quite frankly, I didn't think they could. If you look at all the matchups for Missouri, we're right. I mean, Missouri has a great run team. They are a run team, and Alabama has been abysmal at best at stopping the run. But they were able to control it in a way in this game where, yes, Missouri was able to hit on some big run plays. They were able to break free for a couple of big run plays. Man, that sun's coming up, and it is getting in my eyes, but that's okay. They were able to hit on a couple of big run plays. But Alabama was able to control how often they were able to run, get them in third and long passing situations, and then play deep and swat the ball down. That's what Bama's defense did, and that's what Bama's defense successfully did throughout pretty much the whole game. I mean, you look at it, it could have turned into a shootout, but it didn't. 27-24 was the final score for Bama, and really, Missouri had a shot to win the game, but they couldn't throw the ball. The quarterback made wrong decisions and threw late interceptions, which really prompted an Alabama win. So if we look at that, Alabama's got to feel two things. One, you got to feel like, yes, we've got now 3 straight ranked wins. We're on a roll. But we could have let them, we almost gave up a win, which would have been catastrophic for Bama's season, quite frankly. But let's look at Bama's offense. I mean, look at it this way. Ty Simpson, he looks like the best quarterback in the nation. I mean, Lord almighty, man. This guy is a stud hoss. He is everything you want in both a leader and a quarterback. He's got the mobility, he's got the decision making, he's got the accuracy, he's got that leadership factor that you so greatly desire in a quarterback. And he's been able to successfully exploit these talents. But what I want to point out is that Ty Simpson needs to control the noise. Sometimes with quarterbacks nowadays, there gets to be a lot of hype around a guy, which is good, until it gets to too much of a point. I mean, Nick Saban always talked about rat poison. Ty Simpson's got to be able to handle this rat poison. If he can't, he's in trouble. He is, because they're playing a very good Tennessee team this weekend, which will be a fun game, a showdown in Bryant-Denny, and Ty Simpson has got to keep his mental focus. If he can do that, he will successfully, I think, lead this team to the playoffs. But he's got to keep it focused. Ty Simpson looks like a stud, by the way. Stud. Let's look on to Indiana versus Penn State. This one, another big major playoff implication one. At Oregon, which is a tough place to play. They had the longest active home winning streak, if I'm not mistaken, going into Saturday. But then here comes Indiana, the new Big Ten powerhouse. Kirsten Yeti, or whatever, however you pronounce his last name, played like, coached like a dog, and I mean, it was a dogfight there for a minute. Indiana pulls away, won 30-20, in what was, quite frankly, a shocker. I thought Oregon was going to be able to basically do what Indiana did. I didn't think Indiana was the real deal. I thought it was very similar to last year, where they beat up on the small Big Ten schools and then couldn't win the big games. But I was wrong. Indiana proved me wrong. Indiana's the real deal. I believe it now. I think if you look at it schematically, Indiana's team is great. They have a great quarterback, Fernando Mendoza, who has been tearing it up on the field. And at this rate, it looks like he's going to continue tearing it up on the field. I don't see any way of stopping him if you're for the rest of their schedule other than Ohio State. And if they can beat Ohio State, they're looking at going undefeated in the Big Ten and going to the Big Ten championship as an undefeated school. Now, of course, they've got to, like I said about Ty Simpson, they've got to keep their heads down and keep moving. You cannot let the rat poison distract you. It's the same thing. I'm saying it for Indiana. I'm saying it for Texas Tech. I'm saying it for all these undefeated teams that are trying to make something of themselves. Keep your head focused and locked in. Do not let the rat poison get to you. If you do, you will be in trouble. Oh, someone's car's going off. That's fun. Anyway, do not let the rat poison get to you. If you do, that is how teams lose football games. Trust me. I mean, it's happened to Alabama many times. It's happened to, look at it throughout history. Rat poison will kill you if you are a successful team. I mean, it really is. If you beat yourself, you are going to lose. I'm just watching someone's parking job. It is not great. Anyway, now let's look at Penn State. It's been a rough couple of games for Penn State. Lose to Oregon at home, travel out to UCLA, lose to UCLA, and now Northwestern. You lose to Northwestern. If you're a good Big Ten school, that's pretty much the death of you. And James Franklin's been on the chopping block for a long time at Penn State, and they finally chopped him. James Franklin was fired, which I have mixed feelings about, because look at what James Franklin has done for that Penn State program. It's quite frankly incredible. But he can't win a big game, and he just lost 2 small games, which were his redeeming qualities, that he could blow out small teams, and he didn't do that. So I think that it was time for Penn State to fire James Franklin. I don't like the way of which it happened. I wish he had had a smoother transition period out, but it didn't happen. And I feel bad for Franklin. No, I don't feel poorly for him. I mean, look, he's making $49.5 million to get fired. I'll take that deal any day of the week. I mean, if you're going to pay me, if you're going to fire me, at least pay me. And they're paying him what? I think, it is $49.5 million. Now, with some clauses where he has to look for another job, which he'll get another job. He's fine. He's a great coach. He's not necessarily a great coach, but he'll make a great coach for a school. I'm putting these sunglasses on. I'm sorry, guys. He'll make a great coach for another school. So, I think it was the right decision for Penn State. Now, Penn State's got to go and get the right guy. And that is key. Got to get the right guy. And I don't know who that right guy is, quite frankly. I mean, they say they're going to get Matt Rule from Nebraska. I don't think they will, because I don't think Nebraska will let him leave. I think Nebraska is about to give him a massive contract a massive contract extension, and that'll be very beneficial for Matt Rule's persuasion to stay at Nebraska. Of course, that could change, because Penn State could always say, here's a lot more money. But I truly think that Matt Rule will stay at Nebraska, and I think that Penn State's going to go get a guy that we are surprised by. I mean, look, someone said they're going to try and go get Cignetti from Indiana. I don't see that happening. Someone said they're going to try and go poach like a player, get a former player. They're trying to get some momentum. They need some momentum. Someone said they're going to try. Who was the guy? Someone said there was an interesting article I read about another big time coach. I can't remember who it was, but the world is their oyster. They have plenty of money. Use it for the greater good, or not for the greater good. Use it for your program's good. That's all you got to do at Penn State, and you will win football games. Penn State's got a great program. I mean, and I've got to give James Franklin credit for bringing them out of the Paterno era, or Paterno. I don't remember. Out of that era of just dismay after all the scandals that went down there. And yeah, so you got to give Franklin a little bit of credit. He brought them back to center stage of college football, but he could never get them onto the center stage of college football. They were just off in the wings. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you today. But here's the big news. Big news. This weekend, I will be in Tuscaloosa, Alabama for the Alabama versus Tennessee football game. We're going to have rollout coverage. I will be in the stadium. I will be on the quad. I will be everywhere. I'm leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, and yeah, I'll be there Friday night. I'll be there Saturday, and then I leave Sunday at noon. So we will have rollout media coverage for the third Saturday in October. The greatest, if not one of the greatest, college football rivalries in all the land. The Battle for Dixieland Delight. This is, as an Alabama fan, a rivalry is fun. But here we go. It's going to be a showdown. I'm going to give you all of my trip. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I might even film something from the Atlanta airport during my layover tomorrow. It's going to be lit. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a great time. See you next time, Ivy Leaguers. Have a great day.